being out of control is something that I'm still trying to be at ease and be comfortable with. The question I was trying to answer was very simple. Do I have what it takes to do documentaries for a living?
This place, during my grandpa and my dad time, those musicians or neighbor, those people who passionate in music come in, then they grab instruments, then they just play. I miss that kind of music and that kind of feeling. So probably like today, maybe you all can come up with something, some energy, some magic.
Let's jam.
Okay.
When I was in the Hot Dogs Film Festival in 2018, I went into a producer meeting where they talked about how is it like producing their documentaries. And these are people with 7-digit figure budgets, Oscar award winning, Emmy award winning. And then I asked them like, how can we do this so that it's financially sustainable? And then they think that it was a pipe dream. Like, sorry, I think you're in the wrong business, son. This isn't it for you. And I took that back and then I was like, I come back, there must be a way that you could make this work. Maybe I'm stubborn in that way. I see the completion of a feeling of music playing is just halfway. And then the other half is to then bring it to the audience so that this piece of work can have its due.你有去过他的店啊？
有啊，
哦，这样巧啊！
下面在那里，
还在，现在在给郎Lorong 24。做一个纪录片。You have people that I know that even if I put it on YouTube, they would never have seen a feeling of music playing before. And yet because we went down to NYP itself and screened it, for at least a few minutes rekindled their memory of who they once were. 还是可以，可以了，OK， 我有发给他。有缘再见啦。A documentary only has value when it has an audience, and I know that from my limited screenings that there were people that would enjoy a feeling of music playing. Myself, 2022, that was the last year I could really invest in a documentary like this. But ever since the film was completed, it has still gotten nowhere. Never gotten to any film festivals, hardly anyone saw it beyond the crew and some sporadic screenings here and there. If film festivals were not going to accept a feeling of music playing, thus not allowing me to showcase it, then let me do this by myself. Yes. Thank you. Looking forward to the update. Have a good weekend, man. Bye-bye.
Have a good weekend, man. Bye.
What's happening in an hour later kind of determines whether this whole project is a pipe dream or simply just an ambition that can be succeeded with hard work and a little bit of faith. Because who you're meeting is effectively, I would consider the gatekeeper on whether we can even screen a feeling of music playing at GV Max. Thank you very much for making time for this. I'm sure you're also very busy as well.
So OKJ wrote me an email about the project. And then about a week later, we met face to face for the first time That was a really long afternoon tea chat, but it was so uplifting for me. He shared that his dream was to have it screened in a cinema, but not just in any cinema, right? In the 602-seat GV Max at Vivo City. So I was very, very happy to link him up with Golden Village, my alma mater. I'm still very close to them. I think they said yes almost instantaneously. And I'm really looking forward to seeing, what happens beyond that. It's well and good to have a lot of great ideas, but if a person doesn't have the talent and passion to follow through, then the likelihood of the thing happening is much less. But I believe in his case, make it happen.
Jeremiah 2, Edric 2, and then Grace 2, right? So 6. I drink one sentence. It's what, 8 How long have you got 8? Okay.
This is definitely going to catalyze, encourage a lot of people to follow suit.
The documentary is about Jeffrey and Faisal and the shop, right? So you want those three characters to be well represented, especially the shop, which has no voice on its own. This is the first time I'll be doing a Dolby Atmos mix, so I actually am quite excited, but also nervous because he wants to screen in GV Max. Yeah, fear, like it's just my personality lah. It's like you are exposing a part of yourself, like how directors and filmmakers, they put a part of themselves in the film. I think it's the same for sound people also. I have the Dolby Atmos renderer running in the box in our system, but I don't have a proper surround setup here. So we'll be mixing it in headphones just to make sure I get most of the levels correct. I get most of the panning roughly there. Then we will bring it to our satellite facility that has Dolby Atmos home entertainment. No, as in, we will all be around this
jam and play music.
space.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
We will
Yeah.
be around this space.
After the cafe was closed down, we kind of lost home.
Your stereo Atmos is simply that you have control of that special room, is it?
Yeah.
That was whatever I learned on YouTube lah.
More
that
speakers.
you basically can decide 在哪里.
I look at our job a bit like a performing musician. Every time before you step on the stage, no matter how experienced you are, you will still feel that nervousness, excitement, fear, anxiety, everything all at once. But then you still take the step, go on stage, do your best.
A lot of decision making, especially when it comes to jamming, happens in time at that moment, and it's quite
And then
hard to.
the rest of the speakers
There's no way we can
will
explain.
be used for just filling up the space. Whatever.
I think this is why sometimes you feel courageous to take these kind of chances, because you have partners like Grip. These people helps me to tell myself that what I'm doing has meaning in it.
The room noise?
The room tone when we're in the room, because in the room there's this whole like hum that goes over. You sticking to that or?
Yeah, actually I brought it up.
Oh, you brought it up?
It was
I
too
didn't.
quiet.
Okay.
It was too quiet in the atmosphere.
Oh.
Because everything spread out. So before, right, stereo mix, right, two
Yeah.
speakers.
Yes.
Two speakers. So it was like you just put a beat, then the speaker tried to recreate everything. But Atmos makes everything spread out, right? Then it's like, I play back, my background's all not playing. It's like he's playing, but it cannot be heard. So just push.
They'll do less than 100, maybe like 200. But I haven't seen someone who wants to do a 600 on a Monday night.
Well, records are meant to be broken.
I really do a lot. I watch documentaries. 我的这些朋友，他们就去准备去找这些可以有笛子、琵琶、古筝，还有。
So one way could be, and these are just examples. It could.
This may also be the last time I'm sitting in a position where I am doing documentary freelance.
And then combining it together with what you saw.
4 GB Max to screen the film then. This entire journey, I think it's just manifesting destiny. Sometimes you just get to meet the right people such as yourself. So I have to give kudos to not just the Golden Village, but also the Singapore Film Society.
For ticket details and more on this local production, head to his website okj.works. I'm Melanie Olivero. This is Culture Club on CNE 938. More chats with OKJ.
I genuinely don't feel happy or excited that now it may potentially be sold out or very close to selling out. Because now the thing that I can't imagine is how is the audience reaction going to be like? How's the atmosphere of the day? Does the value of having a physical screening with these people coming together make sense? If those things are positive, that will give me great joy, and I will be able to reflect on that and come out with outcomes that would likely push me on in this career. One of the things that I've done is that I have tried my best, and I'm still trying, to disassociate the feelings of winning for August 7th, because I fear that if it fails, then I will be crushed by it. So we go to 15 minutes. I'm always the most cautious because the teacher sometimes, I think he is the most dynamic. So sometimes he gets loud to the point that I feel like I want to cover my ears, but I kind of don't like the feeling that I am even contemplating about covering my ears.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll bring it down. No? Oh. I think we should bring it down here. Two. Yeah, let's try two.
This one. Okay, have a listen. So from the low end to the high end.
I have told myself that I don't want to associate my emotions to winning or losing on that day. So that means I no longer also expect to feel a certain level of high, even if we sell out. But I've definitely made the right choice in coming here, because everyone here has the same belief that if we're going to do this, let's do this right, let's do this for our audience. And for me personally, by doing all of that, we do justice then to the characters and stories that's presented in a feeling of music playing.
So if we are able to do first pass, no notes, right?
Yeah.
Then you can go DCP already.
Yeah, understand.
So
Can.
it depends on you. How
Yeah,
early you want your DCP? You want your DCP after lunch, then we just say this one final pass. If not, we do one more pass.
But just now, most of the notes that I have, those should be the only notes really.
Okay.
Yeah. From my own perspective, I can kind of see a feeling of music playing as this very personal journey about me trying to prove certain concepts. But I'm also reminded that this endeavor only can succeed because you work with other people. And I am very fortunate and grateful that I've met these people along the way, and they have trusted me by giving their time and their fullest to make this a success.
So the success in this case is what is the?
This one is just the atmosphere of the night. I think, especially during the Q&A, I will only know the answer during the Q&A.
That seating chart on the GV side,
Right.
it's very rare to see GV film like that.
Well, I'm glad I'm able to do this night together with you. We just hit past 500. Yeah, a few moments ago.
I'm not surprised. Congratulations, I'm so happy to hear.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy it, it's your moment, it's your night.
one of the main reasons why I wanted to bring all of us here together is that I didn't know whether this dream can be fulfilled. To do documentaries while also still being a father and husband. But I know one thing for sure, even though that reflection will still be ongoing, is that no matter what I would decide to do in the coming months and coming years, I would yearn to do this again. And also for everyone in the audience, I firmly believe that all of us have a story that's worth documenting. If it's not by me, surely by someone else. I hope that I can be the one that can continue making this documentary career possible. Perhaps if we do the breakthrough, 500 of you are here today, that would hopefully be enough momentum for me to redefine the value of documentaries in Singapore and perhaps around the world. But thank you all for being part of this today.
I like the simplicity of sports and all that, where there's a definite measurement of success. You're either the fastest or you scored the most goals. But for something like a film, those metrics make a lot less sense. What does it mean for 500 people to come down on a Monday night? Would this make any noticeable impact in terms of how I can bring a feeling of music playing and my entire body of work to more people, to a brand new level of influence? Would this day be that day? And all of them were question marks. All of them were effectively out of my control. And being out of control is something that I'm still trying to be at ease and be comfortable with.
Yeah, that's a wrap. Bye-bye everyone.